Hi Aries, welcome to my channel and to May 2021. Aries, the month of May would focus on our net worth and self-worth as we work for new sources of income, new opportunities and a newfound self-esteem. This fresh infusion of energy into our house of worth is coming from the new moon of 11th of May. It's a new beginning, a new start, which prompts us to streamline our finances, invest in our personal growth, and go after what helps our self esteem. This would also be prompted by possibly a debt payment, an expense, a tax payment, or a release of an old phase of our life, a breaking down and build over process, which was prompted by the end of April full moon. We would be more in touch with our senses, more in tune with both what our body as well as what our soul desires. And with Venus in our house of assets till 8th of May, it is an excellent time to invest in those things that appeal to our senses and go after certain investments and assets which can yield long-term value and worth to us. We go deeper into this new phase today. This is part 2 of the video. Please do review part 1, for which I will leave the link in the description along with the key dates of this month. My name is Charu and I'm your host on this journey. So let's dig in. Aries, it's time to start afresh in valuing who you are and in our sense of worthiness, as a dark chapter of possibly our past might be purging with the Scorpio full moon at the start of this month. You are being disconnected with some dysfunction or weeding out a drain on your resources of sorts. And that weeding out happened as some truths or transformation in your career was being experienced. Your career is going through a progressive process of death and rebirth since 2008 when Pluto entered your house of career. That process has been intensified in April and now fully being experienced as we enter May with Pluto standing still, turning retrograde. It comes at the time when you are expecting shifts in your finances. In fact, as we start May, you might have some shifts in how you make money or in your assets, and it's taking all the power, all the energy you have within yourself to reinvent who you are. Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, sitting in the house of finances, is not an easy ride. Resources is the one place where Aries like their security and stability. But now with Uranus, the planet of sudden changes, coming into our house of resources and finances since 2019, that very stable ground has been shifted. Our whole value system is being shifted, and it's time for it. Something within us is screaming to set free and give wings. Money, instead of being a binding force, is becoming a means to the freedom we so desire. In line with that psychological shift, how we perceive resources and money, how we earn it, how we invest it, what we buy from it, is shifting. Independent sources of income with emphasis on our freedom is becoming key for us. We are being taught to ride the wave of ups and downs in finances. Freelancing, not relying on binding sources of income or income from new age technology and unconventional professions is the way out. Brilliant intuitive insights would be coming on ideas to create assets this month. And the resources you're developing are bound to be unique, whether they are your talents or the actual physical assets that you are investing in. Even your diet is bound to be unique. Remember that your inherent need for stability in your income houses is not changing. So while we reinvent our sources of income, May is also pivotal in finding those sources. Remember to have a base of financial security because that is core to you. we do have the inner need for stability in our resources, and that is not going away. Even though the way we make resources might be changing, you do need to have a regular source of income, which could be coming from other sources, but it needs to be there to give you that base security. You may not want a home to tie you down or fixed assets to tie you down, but you still need a notion of home to give you a base in your mind. It's a good time to detach from your old ego identity. As I mentioned in the part 1 of the video, this is the period when we will be cultivating a new identity, because the past ego identity is not serving us anymore. You have a strong sense of creating things of value, of finding valuable resources. You have the ability to create money through Venusian themes, creative themes, art, or even from the financial markets world. It would be a good time to enhance your skill set in that area or set up a platform to yield results from it. Jupiter is going to move briefly till July in your house of spirituality and hidden talents. It will settle down in that house in 2022. Trust your intuition. You will have some support from unknown sources here when Jupiter is in your 12th house of hidden support. You have some natural talents which may be not flowing freely due to fear, and Jupiter is going to help you draw those out of you. You would fully see the support of unknown sources come about in 2022, but you will see a preview of that from mid of May to July. And it will give you some spiritual faith to move forward on the things that are scaring you right now. It is a great time to start any mindfulness or a spiritual practice like yoga to get your juices and faith flowing. I covered the Jupiter's 2022 transit in detail in the mid-March podcast and video. I'll leave the link for you in description to follow through with it if you have not seen that yet. As I mentioned in part 1, we are right now having some fated contacts. Those fated contacts will happen on 10th, 17th and 31st of May. They might be fated encounters through messaging, through communication, a chance meeting in neighborhood, or a short trip you take, which brings a different perspective to you. It would also get you moving. You'll be prompted to move, to walk, to get more socially involved with those transits on 10th, 17th, and 31st of May. It will prompt you to make some meaningful, faithful connections and to write, learn, express more, communicate your knowledge, which brings you closer to your fated path. Your intellectual curiosity would be piqued, and that serves you well. It's even possible that you might enroll into a course or into a written project or some sort of communication project as a result of that. Especially if you have your rising sun or moon around 11 degree, or if you are an Aries sun born around 1st of April. These specific meetings could be very useful for you, especially if you have planets around 11 degree of Aries, which is around 1st of April born if you're an Aries sun. Saturn will stand still from mid of May, about to go retrograde on 23rd of May in your house of vision and networks. Your social aspirations and the physical platform, like an online social media platform, would need some amount of restructuring for your vision to be as gainful as you want. That restructuring would happen till October. It could be a website, it could be an actual group of social elites or savants that you need to come together with. It could be a social media technique that needs reshaping. It could be the way you connect with your fans, the way you connect with your social group. You would need to lay down some groundwork. And it's where Jupiter after July would further help you. It could also be how you are investing your own money, which might need some new rules and restructuring so you can get more money to work harder for you. It's also the time till October to find who is your tribe, who are your friends, and set the right boundaries with friends and acquaintances so you could work together with them. During May, you might get some insights into what needs to be changed in your vision, in your goals, in your big wealth ideas, so they can become more realistic and sustainable and practical so they can be realized this year. An elder or experienced person could help you in that. The fated contacts I mentioned, which would happen on 10th, 17th, and 31st, could help you in making that vision come true or giving you pointers towards what needs to be done. Relationship with elder sibling could undergo change as well. Remember that it's time to know where did you say yes when you should have said no. Healthy boundaries need to be established. It's also the time for being realistic in terms of what you expect of others and what they should expect of you. So these boundaries, rules, and the structure of your dream, vision, and network and how you connect with a wider audience would be getting set up from mid of May all the way till October. You might be prompted to approach some authorities or seniors or skilled professionals who can help you in your vision during this month on these fated dates that I mentioned, the 10th, the 17th, and the 31st, as they might have walked the path, which might feel that nobody has ever walked those paths, but there might be people who have done something similar, the same road that you're about to embark upon. And somebody can truly help you in guiding you on that. You are aiming to deliver some legacy. When Saturn is in our house of vision, we deliver our legacy. So over this year and next, you're looking to deliver a legacy. You want to be part of the social evolution as your social aspirations are peaked. Your vision and purpose in this vein cannot be superficial, and neither can be your circle. So what needs to be changed in your circle, in your vision, to make it happen? A lot of that information would come over coming months with this Saturn retrograde. And the Mercury retrograde of 29th of May on would also deliver additional information. Things to look out for. First, that we have a Mercury retrograde coming end of May. So as I mentioned in part 1, keep an eye on what you're signing, the contracts that you're signing, applications, written work that's happening after 14th of May. We need to be a little bit more careful. It might go through edits between 29th of May to 22nd of June. So the work that we might be doing after 14th of May could come for a rework, especially if there are written contracts, commitments, applications, any written work. It could come for edits because we missed some detail between 29th of May to 22nd of June. Even some past colleagues, acquaintances might come back in your life to give you additional information. Past should remain in past, but yeah, maybe we need to be reminded of a few lessons of the past, and that's why those people are showing up. Communication and travel would be an issue from mid of May going to end of June. I mentioned that in the part 1 as well. We have a very significant eclipse on 26th of May. Around those times, especially the communication and travel would be challenging in my view. The second thing to be mindful of is on the health front. Recently, the Scorpio full moon that happened towards end of April, that deals with the area of your chart that deals with hormones, with elimination system, with excretion system, with sexual organs. Now with Saturn square to the moon, it's possible that we need to pay attention in early part of this month to take care of these organs. Maybe some sort of food addiction or affliction needs to be handled, or it could be a bacteria or a parasite which is overloading your system and it needs to be weeded out and handled. Scorpio full moon is very healing, so this is something that will heal you and make you feel better. Knowing about it will help you. This is a great month to start investing in you and your body and your health through a new diet or exercise like yoga. Not starving, because it's Taurus season, we eat in Taurus season, but adding more that appeals to your senses, adding more which makes you more connected with your senses when you're eating, being more connected with yourself, more mindful when you're eating. So it satisfies all of us. Longer term themes of Saturn square Uranus are very much live right now, especially with Saturn going retrograde on 23rd of May and standing still from mid of May. You would be recreating the structure, the rules, the basic blocks of your big wealth and vision for next couple of months. And in that process, you would create a new tribe, a new source of income, a set of people who share your vision. I had detailed this aspect in the 2021 full year video, which I would again prompt you to go into because I have gone much deeper into that aspect. That is the key evolution, the key breakthrough for you of 2021. We'll handle the eclipses next time. Stay tuned. You're creating a legacy. No one said it would be easy. Good luck for May. Thank you.